Um, a few years back, I came down with just a really bad case of tonsillitis. It turned out to be a recurrent case of tonsillitis, and at the advice of my physician, I was asked to undergo an HIV test because I was gay and sexually active. Um, I really didn't think I wanted to, but what do you tell a physician that's asking you? Take a test. So I just went ahead and took it, um, and pretty much dodged this call for a good 2 months until he finally tracked me down and called me here at work and let me know. I walked out of my job, um, uh, secluded myself and went into hiding in my room for about 3 months. Eventually came back out after my boss tracked me down and asked me to come back to work, asked me what I was doing and how I felt about life. I wasn't too optimistic. At that point in my life, I felt hope was gone. I felt lost. I was working at an AIDS service organization. I should have known more. I should have known better, and I should have been taking care of myself, and I didn't. And I had two options. I had an option to return back to work and be in the center of everything and have it be beneficial to myself, or I had a choice to hide and just wither away. Um, I took the first choice. I tested positive about 7 months after becoming an employee here. I had been trying to get a job here for about a year before I got hired. Um, when it finally happened, as a gay young male, I just thought, what a great place to work at. I'm doing something for myself. I'm doing something for my community. I'm doing something, just to raise awareness, which I think is very, very important in the coming out process, and this gave me that, this agency. AIDS sucks, HIV sucks. That's just the bottom line. I've tried to convince myself that being positive means being positive, positive about life, and this agency certainly does give me the strength to go on and think, on a day-to-day basis that it's going to be okay and that I'm going to be fine. But I still fall asleep with the same fears everybody does that is infected at night. I don't want anything to happen to me. I don't want my friends to have to go through, any type of grief over something that was so easily avoided. You know, um, I have not come out and told my parents yet. I've told my father. I haven't told my mother. I think my brothers are at an age where they're a bit too young to understand the dynamics of what it means to be HIV positive, what it means to eventually progress to AIDS, and the final outcome. Even with the best treatment, even with the most positive outlook on life, it still is a limit to how far you can go with this. And my ultimate fear, I guess, is my demise. Dealing with that, readying everybody, having to set up my little army now, my little army of friends that will inevitably come and take me to a doctor's appointment when I have to go, or remind me that I need to take my pills when I do decide to take them. I can't think about that much. I think about today and maybe tomorrow sometimes. What the future brings, I welcome it, and I hope it's not that rough of a ride. This hasn't gone anywhere. Maybe it's lost a little of its limelight at the most, but I work here 5 days a week, 8 hours a day. The client load has never decreased. Perhaps the longevity and the quality of life has increased, but the rate of infection has never decreased. And we need to make sure that people are just aware, and that they're doing everything that they can to love themselves and love the person that they're with. That's what this is about. Amidst having a good time, amidst the being proud of being gay, amidst every glamorous party you can possibly think of, just think of yourself and think of the person next to you. I'm only 26. I did not think this would happen to me. I thought I was one of those kids that knew better. Unfortunately, I didn't. and I made some pretty bad choices that inevitably have brought me to where I'm at being HIV positive. And it isn't anything fun. It isn't anything that anyone that is young should have to go through with the education and the knowledge that is out there. And the level of support that you can get from people in this day and age. I did not have that when I was, 21 and out there. I knew there was something called HIV. I knew there was something called AIDS. I didn't know anybody that had it, and I didn't think that it can happen to me, but it can, and it does. And unless we decide to love ourselves a little bit more, and young people, older people, gay people, straight people, it isn't about that. It is about respect. It's about respect for yourself and respect for your partner, and respecting the disease as well by knowing that it's out there and being informed and making informed choices about it and staying negative.